There he is.
What's the point in playing this game without cheating now?
Is you're going to double click on this. Yes, it will run as administrator, and this program window pops up.
Like, you either get beavered so that you can't go flawless.
Dude, what the f is going on?
I'm gonna black screen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 of us! No!
Or you run into cheaters and to the point where you can't go flawless.
You can basically see all those enemies are right over there. Like this guy. Not to mention the map in my top left. What's causing this cheating? Well, I'm glad you asked. Basically, I whipped up this really poorly done drawing, not in MS Paint, to very, very poorly describe how this is happening as someone who barely knows anything about computers. Your first step is going to be going to whatever cheat website you are about to buy. Usually they have a purchase amount on them. If not, then it's way more likely to have some sort of virus. I don't recommend doing that if you are planning to do this, which, by the way, please don't do this. But after you basically log in, make an account, you are going to be asked to purchase a membership or just flat out the thing for a certain amount of time. This is not a permanent purchase. It is only for about 30 days or however many days you buy it for. In my experience with the two that I've seen, which is, I know, not plenty, but I'd rather keep my serving size small and not get malware, you're going to download an exe, which is basically an injector application, which Windows security does not like, because injector applications are commonly associated with malware, which is also really why this is hard to do if you don't know what you're doing. First, what you're going to need to do is turn off your Windows security, boot up the exe, usually run it as an administrator, which then leads you to a login application window. Then you log in and it verifies your purchase and membership. It asks you if you want to install the hack onto Destiny. At this point, you do not have Destiny loaded. So what you do is you keep Destiny closed, hit yes on the hack thing. From here, Destiny will be injected with whatever hack you have downloaded. You boot up Destiny with the injected version of whatever hack you have in it, and it comes up as not exactly an overlay, but an injected layer into the game. Of the two that I ran, Artificial Sensei was detectable, Perfect Aim was not, as it was a lot more layered in there. And after that, you can basically toggle whatever settings you'd like, and you basically win the game because this is not detectable. Because of the way Artificial Sensei works, it is basically just a wall hack app. It has basically no other use besides the wall hacks and the enhanced radar. There is nothing else to it. I won't be diving into Artificial Sensei really at all, but what I really do want to dissect is Perfect Aim's hack, because it is so ridiculous that it can do so many things that are somehow not detectable by Destiny. Okay, so I've gotten into a private match, and this is with Perfect Aim's hack for Destiny. Doesn't really have any fancy name. I only go into Mayhem whenever I am testing this because Mayhem basically does not matter in the long grand scheme of things. It's just Mayhem, it's just for fun. I feel like that's the least impactful way to test anything like this. What can this hack do? Well, if I press B, which is what I have the key map to right now, yeah, I fly. That's a little broken. Also there's, if I press H, which is also what I have that map to, there's that, and also the fact that I just instantly respawned, which I will showcase more of. Yeah, a little broken, right? What else can I show? Oh, yeah, by the way, you know this wall? You know, this wall doesn't exist. This? Nothing. These stairs, absolutely nothing. What about if I just went like this? Yeah, I think you get the idea. I can get through any single object in this game besides this very select few. I don't know how this isn't patched. I don't know how this is the way that it is. I find it ridiculous that I can do this. So I'm gonna turn on my wall clipping.
You should be throwing grenades as I say this.
And then we're just gonna, you know, one of the things I've set this to is my G key will teleport me to the nearest person, and then I basically have free reign to smack them as many times as I want. This cost me $20. I have walls, which should be an aimbot. The aimbot doesn't work in this at the moment that I know of. I have teleportation, I have no clip, I have flying, I have speed hacks, I have literally anything you could name. besides probably that rapid fire ammo stuff. How is this not detected? That's my question to Bungie. That's the question I want to propose to everyone. How is this not detected? How is this able to happen? And the thing that scares me the most about this one particularly, OBS can't see the menu I'm looking at right now. I'll put an image on screen of the menu I'm looking at again. OBS can't see this. OBS can't see the ESP. OBS can't see basically anything to do with this hat. All it can see is me literally flying around and teleporting and all that, obviously. So, the fact that this is so well hidden, not only to Bungie, but to programs that are supposed to be screen capture apps, that's scary because there is that possibility that anyone recording themselves playing, whether it be a streamer, a YouTuber, whatever, there's the possibility they may be doing this on PC, because you can't see me doing the aimbot, you can't see me doing the wall hacks, but you can absolutely see the teleporting, obviously. But because of how subtle it is, it's not only hard to ban, but it's also hard to even see in the first place. Because ESP in this game just seems like really good game knowledge. Aimbot just seems like you have really good aim unless it's like really robotic. There's a very, very thin line between just really good game sense and ESP, and that line is very hard to determine because of how well these hacks are made. So why is this a thing, is my question. Why is this still an issue? How is this excusable to Bungie? How is this a fine anti-cheat system? How is this okay? Because this was the first search result I looked up. It was $20 after the conversion. I'm scared to see the future if this doesn't get fixed, if anti-cheat doesn't get its pants on, you know? I do want to clarify the YouTuber statement. The streamer statement is purely on the possibility. Obviously, I'm not calling anyone out. I'm not claiming anyone is doing anything, but acknowledging the possibility is important because it may lead to other things happening that we do not realize are happening. If things don't get better, I'm scared of this game dying. With all of this aside, I do not promote getting these things at all. I really just want to expose how this thing happens and how it looks in the background and what is happening on the hacker's side, because, well, I've been really interested in this ever since I even realized this was a thing. Now that I've really explored it, I feel like I can at least see the aimbot ESP stuff happening more. I can at least notice the pattern of just good game sense and ESPing. It's still very difficult to tell, and even with the few mayhem games of screwing around, and you can't tell still. It's still very hard. It's just barely that much easier. And even then, there's only so much you can do. You can only report them, you can only submit a manual report, fill out an entire document on Bungie's website with photo or video evidence, the name of the person, whoever's good in the situation, explaining exactly what happened. It's like filing a police report. I don't think that's an acceptable quote-unquote anti-cheat. I know this game has some automatic anti-cheat systems, but because of how just bad they are, this should not be happening. This should be inexcusable. This should not have been happening. This shouldn't have been a thing since launch. The perfect aim hack has actually been out since October, just after Shadowkeep's launch, about 2 weeks after, and considering it's still up after 6 months, I find it very hard to believe Bungie is actively tracking things down, unless it is just that difficult for them, which I understand they are actually having a lot of trouble with COVID-19 and everything that's going on. Because this thing has been an issue for months and months and months prior to trials even happening, I really had hoped that they would have fixed this by now, but I guess this is it. I'm just scared of this game dying, and I really want to make sure everything goes okay and everyone has real proper fun, because I'm sick of seeing cheaters in comp, in trials, in just even regular Crucible. It's frustrating, it's stupid, it needs to be addressed, it needs to be properly fixed. With all that being said, this is a new series I would like to call The Destiny 2 Insanity, basically documenting different things going on with this game. There are some things pre and post-launch of D2 that I do want to cover in the future, so this, I guess, would be considered part 1. If you would like to see that, or if you would like to see other things going on with this game, or just want to support me in general, rating, comments, sharing the video, whatever you want to do, subscribing, it would be greatly appreciated, but of course not mandatory. Whatever you do, just stay safe, and I'd recommend avoiding trials, so thanks.